Good morning, guys. It is Friday, October 10th. A couple of quick announcements for you. Number one, tonight we have our annual Fall Fest for the church, which includes the chili cook-off and some other fun things. That's at 6 o'clock at Austin's parents' house. So get in touch with him or myself or Pastor Matt if you need help getting there. But it's right off of New 25 and Old 25. So it's right there in the corner by that gas station. That Family Express gas station. So let us know if you need help getting there, but we look forward to seeing you guys tonight and the activities that go along with it. The other one is the Night of Terror is tomorrow at 4:30. Remember, that's a change. It's 4:30, not 5. Meet at the church. It's $15 a person. Gets you all the food and entrance into the Trails of Terror. And then we'll be back around 11:30. I'm hoping 11:30 latest, but somewhere around there. The teen of the day today is actually Austin Norton. So if you see him tonight at the Fall Fest at his house, tell him you've been praying for him, or send him a text or something along those lines. Just let him know that you're praying for him today. But if we would pray for his schoolwork, that he would do well, that he would study well and get good grades, but also as basketball season comes up, that he would play for the honor and glory of the Lord, and he would keep his priorities in check, and that his testimony on and off the court would be something that people would look at and see something differently, which leads me to our topic we're going to talk about today. It's in Exodus chapter 21. And now I know, you're thinking, Exodus? Dude, what are you doing in Exodus? This is a teen vlog. Why in the world would you be in Exodus? But I want to read two verses to you and then apply them nowadays. Now, obviously, this was back to laws regarding Israel, but that kind of apply to us today because the term bondservant is used in the New Testament referring to those who are saved. So Exodus 21 verse 5 says, "And if the servant," this is laws regarding servants, "and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free." So in other words, the option is put in front of him. If he serves, I believe it's 6 or 7 years, he gets, I think it's 6 years, then he is set free. He's released. If he's been bought, he's released after that. But he has the option to say, I love my master. Why in the world would I leave? He's been good to me. He has treated me well. I'm going to stay here. If that happens, then verse 6 happens. And then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. What that means was he took a nail, put it up against a mug's ear, up against a doorpost, pinned it out, just hit that sucker in, and bore a hole in his ear. Now, before you get caught up on the fact of blood spurting everywhere and part of your ear is stuck to the door and some of you are passing out even as we're talking about this, but don't get caught up on that. Get caught up on the significance of this, that a bondservant had a mark about him that would show to everyone else that he was owned by a specific person, that he was bought with a price, but then he chose willingly to serve that good master. Remember, the master bought him 6 years prior for a price, and he served his time. He's done what he was supposed to do, being bought by the master. But because the master was so good to him, this servant then decides, I want to be identified with this man. I want to follow him all the days of my life, and I'm going to. So bore my ear through with an awl and make it so that everyone around me can see I belong to somebody. I hope you're catching kind of the picture here, that we as Christians are bondservants to Jesus Christ. We were bought with a price. Our salvation was expensive, not for us, but for Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ died on the cross, that's an expensive gift, all the things that he went through. So when he buys us, the only response we can have is to say, my master is so good that I want to serve him for the rest of my life. But here's the point about that. If that's the case, then there's got to be something different about you. Someone needs to look at you and say, hey, his ear is bored through. He's got a hole right here. That means he belongs to somebody. Now, don't go out and actually bore your ear through. I'm just saying that the illustration of they need to be able to look at you and see something different. They need to be able to look at your life and say, he belongs or she belongs to somebody other than I belong to. And I want that. I want what they've got. That's what we as bondservants need to be about. We need to be about our Father or our Master's business. And as people look at us and go, they're under new ownership, our lives prove that to them. So here's, in a quirky way to say it, here's my challenge. Do you have a hole in your ear, or is it just normal? That's my challenge. Love you guys.